In this video, I'll be showing you how to start a YouTube automation channel using business credit, which is one of the easiest ways to get a ton of funding for your YouTube channel if you don't have a big budget. If you go with this method of using business credit, you can get access to a ton of money to fully automate your channel from the start, which will, one, save you a lot of time because you can hire out a team to do everything for you. And two, because you're not doing everything yourself, right? You have a team, you'll be able to create a ton of content for your channel. Now, you may be thinking, hey, isn't it risky to put money onto a business credit card, even if you don't have the money to pay it off? And the answer to that is yes, it is risky. But the trick to this is that there's a ton of business credit cards out there right now that can give you 0% APR for the first 12 months of opening the card. Basically, this means that you can get access to all the money in your credit card for the first 12 months at no interest. So if you use business credit to buy things like filming equipment, hiring video editors, hiring script writers, voiceover artists, and thumbnail designers, you can build a fully automated channel from the start. So yeah, if you're serious about starting a fully automated YouTube channel, then keep watching this video. So the very first thing that you're gonna need is a business bank account before you can actually apply for a credit card. To do this, I recommend starting an LLC. And yes, although you can start a business bank account without one, the banks are more likely to approve of your business line of credit if you have a legitimate business. Now, luckily, there's tons of online business formation services like Northwest Registered Agent. And with these platforms, they can literally do everything for you at a really affordable price. So if you guys click on the link down below, you guys can get taken to Northwest Registered Agent's website, where as you guys can see, you can start your business for just $39. And yes, you could form anything, whether it's an LLC, a corporation, or a nonprofit. I recommend for beginners, just start an LLC. Corporations are for something else. And if you guys are interested in learning more about that, we do have other videos on this channel that go deeper into business formation. So from here, I'll go ahead and click on get started. And the very first thing it's going to ask me is what type of business I'd like to start. And again, for this, we're choosing the LLC. And then down here, all you have to do is just enter in the state that you'd like to form your business in. I recommend for this, just go with the state that you're living in. Don't form in a state that you don't live in, just because this will complicate a lot of the taxes. So for me, because I live in California, I'll go ahead and choose that. And so now, as you guys can see, there is a California 10-day processing fee of $90. And this is going to be mandatory if you start your own business in California. You're going to pay that $90 whether or not you're using a formation service like this, or if you're just doing it by yourself. And obviously, if you choose the 8-day processing or the 6-day processing, it's going to cost a little bit more, but you really don't need your business to form faster if you're on a budget. You could just go with the regular 10-day processing. And this fee is actually going to change depending on which state you're from. So yeah, it's not always going to be $90. In some states, it's as low as $5. And in other states, it can go up to even $500. Again, that's mandatory, so you're going to pay that either way. Northwest Registered Agent is just $39 though for them to do everything for you. So from here, I'll go ahead and click continue. And now is where I can enter in the business name. For this, you guys can name it pretty much whatever. Just make sure that it's actually available in your state. So for whatever state that you're in, go ahead and type that onto the search bar. And then after, you could just put something like business name search. So for example, if you put something like California business name search, you're going to get sent to this website right here. Most of the time, it's the Secretary of State official website. So you could just go on here and then search up some of the names to see if your name is already taken. So for this example, I'll just go ahead and name it Startup Wise LLC. And for this business purpose, you guys can just enter in something generic. You could use something like ChatGPT to help you come up with a business purpose. But obviously for a automated YouTube channel, you could say something about your niche. So if you're an education channel, you could say that. And yeah, it doesn't have to be too complex. Just put something in this box. And now for this part right here, you want to go ahead and use the registered agent's address. I don't recommend using your mailing address because this is going to be all public information. So the cool thing about Northwest Registered Agent is they're actually going to give you a registered agent for free for the first year. So yeah, just go with this and then go ahead and click continue. Then it's going to ask you what type of management you have. So for most people, it's going to be member managed. And if you're questioning what that is, you can just click on this question mark right here. And then it's going to ask you how many members are going to be in this company. So if it's just yourself, you could just leave it at 1 and then put in your name. And then down here, again, just use your registered agent's address. Then it's going to ask you to create an account. So this is going to allow you to access your dashboard. Just go ahead and enter in your email and then create a password. And then it's going to ask for some contact details. Once you're done with that, it's going to ask you if you want any optional items added to your package. So right here, they can get your tax ID number. This is also known as the EIN number, which you could use to open up the business bank account, or you guys can also just file with the official IRS website. It's totally up to you guys if you guys want any of these other optional items. But yeah, from there, all you have to do is just enter in your card information and then click done. From there, Northwest Registered Agent is going to do everything for you. They're going to file your articles of organization. If you choose the optional item to get your tax ID number, they're going to get that to you so you can open up a business bank account. And yeah, they're going to make sure that all the paperwork is filed legally with your state. So yeah, although you could start the business yourself, it's going to require a lot of paperwork and a lot of due diligence on your end. So yeah, that's why I highly recommend using something like Northwest Registered Agent. Again, we'll leave a link down below for you guys to check them out. It's very affordable at $39 plus the state processing fee. And yeah, you guys can just go to the IRS official website and apply apply for your EIN number online. This is going to save you some money, but it is going to cost some of your time to do this on your own. So if you guys want, we'll leave a link down below to this as well. So yeah, it's a very easy way for beginners to get an LLC. And once you have this set up and you have your EIN number, you could then go to the local bank and then get your business bank account set up. I recommend going with Chase as your first business bank account. This is because they have two really good business credit cards for you to start off with. And I'll go over some of the basics of these two cards right now. But if you want to learn more about other business credit cards, we also have other videos on this channel that will dive deeper into other business credit cards, as well as some of their perks and some of the fees that you'll have to pay. But the two credit cards that I'm talking about today are the Chase Business Cash and the Chase Business Unlimited. They don't have an annual fee, and they both also have the 0% APR for the first 12 months. And so you won't have to worry about paying them off until after those 12 months. And yeah, if you guys use the link down below, you guys can get taken to our favorite business credit cards. And right here, you can see that this is the Chase Business Cash, and then this is the Chase Business Unlimited. You guys can read more about any of these cards on this website. So for example, the Chase Business Cash, this one's gonna allow you to earn $900 in bonus cash back after you spend $6,000 in the first 3 months. You can scroll down and learn about some of these specific rewards. And then you can also just click here to learn how to apply. It's gonna take you to this page right here where you can learn more about the credit score that you'll need to apply. And then you can click here to apply on Chase's official website. So again, I recommend going with these two first because they have 0% APR for the first 12 months. There's also a bunch of different business credit cards as well as personal credit cards to look at on here. But yeah, I recommend applying to both the Chase Inc. Business Cash and the Chase Business Unlimited at the same time. That way you only get hit with one hard inquiry instead of two. Both of them also have bonus cash back after you spend a certain amount. So this will help you out with even more funds. From there, you could use these credit cards to buy anything. You could buy your camera, you could buy your microphone, your lights, and most importantly, you can hire a full team that could do everything for you. Now, I'm not gonna go into how you can actually hire. We do have other videos on this channel that will teach you how to hire a team for your YouTube channel. So feel free to check out those videos in the description below. But yeah, if you go all in on your channel and you do this right, you could quickly scale to a multi 6 to 7 figure business. 12 months is actually a long time if you think about it. And if you're going full time all in on this, you can actually do a lot and pay off that credit card within the first 12 months. Now, keep in mind that this is a huge risk if you can't pay off the credit card in the first year. So I would not say to do this if you're not serious about building an automated channel. Entrepreneurship is risky, and the more risks you take, the greater return. But this doesn't mean that you should just be taking risks all the time. You should be taking calculated risks, and you should also do your due diligence before making any financial decisions. A lot of people struggle with starting a YouTube channel because they don't have the startup funds. And so hopefully this video showed you one of the ways that you can get around that. And the great thing about YouTube is that it's a business that doesn't require a lot of startup capital. Through this method, you can easily get $10,000 to $15,000 in credit, and that's more than enough to fund your channel. And you guys, there's so much content out there that can help you go viral on YouTube, as well as learn how to make money. Having a YouTube channel can be super lucrative if you do it right. And so if you're taking this seriously, there's really no way that you shouldn't be able to pay off that card. Sometimes people just don't have the money to invest in the right equipment, as well as a team to help them create content. So yeah, this is a great way to get started with a low budget. As you guys saw, you only needed about $100 to start an LLC. So yeah, again, to recap everything for you guys, use the link down below to use Northwest Registered Agent to set up your LLC. Go to your local bank, preferably Chase, and use your EIN number to start your business bank account. From there, go ahead and apply for the Chase Business Cash as well as the Chase Business Unlimited, and then use that 0% APR in the first 12 months to go ahead and buy your equipment, hire out a team, and then start putting out a ton of content. With this amount of funding, you guys can literally fail like 5 different times and start a bunch of different channels. But yeah, we have a bunch of other videos on this channel that will teach you about all the different platforms that we use, such as ClickUp for creating content calendars, or using Frame.io to collaborate with video editors. So yeah, check out those videos. It's all the stuff that we're using in our channels. And the last thing that I want to say is actually a quote from a book that I read a long time ago. And this book was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The quote goes like this: "Every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sources of retreat. Only by doing so can one be sure of maintaining that state of mind known as a burning desire to win, which is essential to success." So yes, although using credit is a risky maneuver, I like to think of the credit card debt as good pressure. And so this will not only make you want to succeed, but it's going to make you realize that you need to succeed. If you're serious about starting a YouTube automation channel business, you have to burn the boats and create this do or die mindset. I'm sure you've heard the saying that diamonds are formed under pressure. And so now it's up to you guys to go out there and do what you want with this information. Almost every successful entrepreneur out there has a story where they took a huge risk and it paid off. So if you guys can hustle for the next 12 months and get an automated channel going, you can end up building a huge source of passive income and ultimately grant you financial freedom. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Again, we have tons of other videos on this channel that can teach you things like how to hire a team for your YouTube channel. So yeah, check those out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.